Have you ever wondered how blood flows through your heart? This seemingly simple process is vitally important to our overall health, yet it's something we rarely think about. The heart, a marvel of biological engineering, is constantly at work, pumping life-giving blood throughout our bodies. The journey of blood through the heart is a complex dance, choreographed to perfection. It all begins when oxygen-poor blood enters the right side of the heart, and after a series of intricate steps, it emerges from the left side, rich with oxygen, ready to nourish every cell in our bodies. This process, which takes place in a mere second or two, is repeated over and over day and night throughout our lives. Understanding this process not only provides insight into the remarkable workings of our own bodies, but also helps us comprehend how certain conditions can affect heart function. Stay with us as we delve deeper into the fascinating journey of blood through your heart. We begin our journey on the right side of the heart. Here, the fascinating process of blood flow unfolds, in which the heart functions as a highly efficient, tireless pump. The first stage of this journey starts when oxygen-poor blood from all over the body enters the right atrium. It arrives via two large veins, the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. The superior vena cava drains blood from the upper body, while the inferior vena cava does the same for the lower body. Both these veins directly empty the deoxygenated blood into the right atrium. Next, the tricuspid valve swings open. This allows the blood in the right atrium to travel into the right ventricle, the chamber beneath it. The tricuspid valve acts like a one-way door, ensuring that blood flows in the right direction and prevents any backflow. Once the right ventricle is filled up, it contracts or squeezes. This action closes the tricuspid valve and simultaneously opens another valve known as the pulmonary valve. The closing of the tricuspid valve is crucial to prevent backflow of blood when the right ventricle contracts. With the pulmonary valve now open, the oxygen-poor blood is propelled into the main pulmonary artery and its branches. These arteries serve as a gateway to the lungs. Here, the real magic happens. The blood, which was earlier oxygen-poor, gets enriched with oxygen and releases carbon dioxide, a waste product, in the lungs. This transformation is essential for life. The oxygen-rich blood is now ready to be transported to all parts of the body, delivering the much-needed oxygen to the cells. Each cell in our body relies on this oxygen for its survival and function. In this way, the right side of the heart and the lungs work together in a beautifully orchestrated sequence of events. They ensure that every drop of blood is oxygenated and ready to fulfill its vital role. And so, oxygen-poor blood becomes oxygen-rich in the lungs. This marks the end of the journey on the right side of the heart, but the overall journey of the blood is far from over. Now let's journey to the left side of the heart. The adventure begins in the lungs, where oxygen-poor blood has been transformed into oxygen-rich blood. This revitalized blood now has a critical task: to travel from the lungs back to the heart, specifically to the left atrium. The vehicle for this journey? Large veins known as the pulmonary veins. These veins are like the expressway, providing a direct route for the oxygen-rich blood to reach the left atrium. Once in the left atrium, the blood is ready for the next step. It's here that the mitral valve, much like a gatekeeper, comes into play. This valve opens up, providing a path for the blood to travel from the left atrium to the left ventricle. The left ventricle, a strong muscular chamber, serves as the final stop within the heart before the blood embarks on its journey to the rest of the body. When the left ventricle is filled to capacity, it squeezes. This action closes the mitral valve, ensuring there's no backflow of blood. At the same time, it opens another valve, the aortic valve. You can think of the aortic valve as the heart's grand exit. It's through this exit that the blood departs from the heart, stepping onto the vast stage of the human body. The heart then sends the oxygen-rich blood through the aortic valve to the aorta, the main highway of the body. The aorta is like the trunk of a tree with branches extending in all directions, carrying the vital oxygen and nutrients to every corner of the body. It's a journey of incredible importance, happening over and over, beat after beat, day after day. And that, in essence, is the process of blood flow on the left side of the heart. It's a fascinating dance of valves opening and closing, of blood entering and exiting, all orchestrated in perfect harmony. From here, oxygen-rich blood is ready to be distributed throughout the body. The story of the heart continues, but that's a tale for another time. Do you know how much work your heart does every day? The heart, an impressive engine of the human body, pumps an astonishing 2,000 gallons of blood daily. That's enough to fill an 8 by 10-foot swimming pool. In addition, it beats around 100,000 times in just 24 hours. This continuous cycle of contraction and relaxation, or systole and diastole, facilitates the flow of blood, carrying vital oxygen and nutrients to every cell in your body. Now let's put this into perspective. Imagine your heart maintaining this pace, day in and day out, for an entire lifetime. In an average lifespan of almost 79 years, your heart would beat nearly 2.9 billion times. Unfathomable, isn't it? This tireless organ, no bigger than your fist, working relentlessly to keep you alive. It's amazing to think that this process happens nearly 2.9 billion times in an average lifespan. But what happens when this process is disrupted? Well, various conditions can affect the smooth flow of blood through the heart, and today we'll delve into a few of these. Let's start with arrhythmia, an irregular heartbeat. This can range from harmless palpitations to life-threatening conditions like atrial fibrillation or ventricular fibrillation. These conditions can cause blood to pool in the heart, increasing the risk of clot formation and stroke. Next up is congestive heart failure. This is a condition where damage or weakness in the heart muscle makes it harder for the heart to pump blood efficiently to the rest of the body. Symptoms can include breathlessness, fatigue, and swelling in the legs and feet. Then we have coronary artery disease, or CAD. This is the hardening and narrowing of the arteries that carry blood to the heart muscle. The culprit? Plaque buildup. This can lead to angina, heart attack, or even heart failure. Peripheral artery disease, or PAD, is similar to CAD, but it involves hardening and narrowing of the arteries that carry blood to the rest of the body. This can lead to pain or cramps in the legs, particularly during physical activity. A heart attack is a sudden blockage in the coronary artery that cuts off oxygen to part of the heart muscle. This is a medical emergency, and immediate treatment is crucial to limit damage to the heart muscle. Heart valve diseases involve a heart valve that doesn't work properly. It may be narrowed, leaky, or not closing properly. This can affect the direction and volume of blood flow in the heart. Lastly, structural congenital heart defects are problems with the heart structure present at birth. An example is bicuspid aortic valve disease, where the aortic valve has only 2 leaflets instead of the usual 3. And let's not forget sudden cardiac arrest, a sudden loss of heart function due to a malfunction in the heart's electrical system. Understanding these conditions can help us take better care of our hearts. So let's continue to learn, explore, and strive for heart health. To sum up, the process of blood flow through the heart is both complex and fascinating. Let's revisit the journey we've taken today. The heart, a marvel of biological engineering, constantly works to pump blood throughout our bodies. On the right side, oxygen-poor blood enters the right atrium through the superior and inferior vena cava. From there, it's ushered into the right ventricle before being sent to the lungs to be oxygenated. Then, on the left side, the oxygen-rich blood returns from the lungs, entering the left atrium. It's then moved to the left ventricle, from where it is pumped out to the rest of the body through the aorta. This intricate dance happens in the blink of an eye and is repeated around 100,000 times each day. In terms of volume, the heart pumps about 2,000 gallons of blood daily. Over an average lifespan of nearly 79 years, that amounts to a staggering 2.9 billion heartbeats. However, this journey can be hindered by various conditions. Arrhythmia can disrupt the rhythm of the heart, while congestive heart failure weakens the heart muscle, making it harder to pump blood. Coronary artery disease and peripheral artery disease can narrow and harden the arteries, reducing the flow of blood to the heart and body. A heart attack can abruptly cut off oxygen to part of the heart muscle, while heart valve disease can cause the heart valves to malfunction. Structural congenital heart defects can present problems with the heart structure from birth, and sudden cardiac arrest can cause a sudden loss of heart function. Despite these potential obstacles, the heart's ceaseless work ensures that oxygenated blood reaches every corner of our bodies, keeping us alive and well. Remember, every beat of your heart is a testament to this incredible journey of blood through your body. Thank you for joining us on this journey today.
Now let's take a short quiz to test your knowledge.